Hi, we are Visitor Analytics and we make website analytics for non-technical people. Let's say you are a small business owner and you've recently started your website. Now you want to see who your customers are, what traffic you're getting, where from, and so on. Everyone will tell you that the go-to solution is Google Analytics. However, it could be a little complex for your needs. Google Analytics in itself is a full-time job, and you might require an expert to help you set it up and teach you how to use it. If you've launched your website on a platform like Shopify, it will be too general to use and the information that you seek will either be hard to obtain or not possible at all. Due to data privacy reasons, Google will treat all your visitors in a bulk and you'll not be able to track them individually. We create tailored applications for major website builder platforms like Wix, Weebly, Shopify, WordPress, and several others. There are more than 500 million websites built with website builder platforms. We plan to cater the specific needs of these websites. On Wix, there are 80 million users, but in order to use Google Analytics, you have to be a Wix premium user, and then go through the painful process of setting it up by copying tracking codes from one place to another. The first analytics results you get after 1 week, and major Google Analytics functionalities are missing. Our app is the only solution for free Wix users. Our tool is real-time, installable with a single click, and does not require any code changes. It's very easy to use by the non-technical person, and it automatically adapts to deliver the stats which is relevant for your platform. It's very easy to use by the non-technical user, and the functionalities are adapting out of the box for various platforms. If you are a WordPress blogger, you want to see how visitors interact with your blog. On top of that, we identify users individually and are able to offer specific actions, specific overviews over the actions that they do on your website. With this information, you can later on interact with your website visitors and significantly improve sales processes. We are only available on Wix. We have a freemium model with limited functionalities and no customization for the free users. We have 35,000 users, out of which 1,500 have converted to premium. We are currently growing with 8,000 users per month, and we have a conversion rate above 5%. Our app costs $3.99, but we are doing A/B testing and we plan to increase this amount in the near future. Also, pricing will vary depending on the platform. All the growth that we have is organic. The users are installing our app directly from the Wix App Market. We are currently improving design and usability, and we'll launch a marketing campaign soon. In the next month, we will integrate with Weebly, which has 30 million users. It's very similar to Wix, and we will use the same functionalities. After Weebly, we plan to tackle WordPress. The users are interested in seeing real-time visitors, article views, user interaction, comments, pingbacks, and more. Then we plan to tackle Shopify. The users are interested in seeing information regarding revenues, orders, main conversion channels. This is something which is not configurable in Google easily, and more. We are a team of 4 people working full-time on the project. Let's see the demo. Let's open an incognito tab. This is Lisa. She's an escort from Amsterdam. She's one of our first users, and we've kept in close contact with her for feedback reasons, obviously. She's non-technical, or maybe, and spends 1 hour each month managing her website and looking at her stats. Let's click on another page. No, not portfolio. Okay. So contact would have been better, but okay. She wants a simple, comprehensive view on what traffic her website is getting. This is our dashboard can show this with a single peek. The green colors of the boxes tell her that everything is running smoothly. She has 309 new visitors this week. Her bounce rate could be better. If she doesn't know what that is, she can easily check with the help tooltip. In the monthly view, she sees that she has decreased in the last month. In the latest section, in the latest visitor section, she can see what pages are visiting users in real time. We can see our visit at the very top. Looking at the traffic chart for weekdays, she sees that she has a decrease of customers in the beginning of the week, and she would need to put more ads during the weekend. The clickback section shows her how visitors move within her website and that they usually click on portfolio after landing on the homepage. The most interesting section for her is the referring site section. She can see that her recent campaign on kinky.nl is running quite well. Approximately 38% of referrals are coming from there. This is where she can see what starting pages kinky.nl users have. This was Visitor Analytics, and we make smart website analytics for non-technical people. Thank you.
Okay, so let's hear from our jury members exactly what they thought and questions about Visitor Analytics.
What about mobile?
Well, our app is available on mobile. It's responsive, and you can check it. Can you be more clear with your question?
Sorry, analytics for mobile applications for someone who's cross-channel, not only available on a website, but have
Okay, well, we think that we are targeting a niche right now, and that we will also tackle like also generic HTML websites and literally everything. But we want to keep it simple before everything.
That demo, by the way, great demo.
She's our third user. We were unsure whether to show this or not.
No, definitely. When you drag that piece, were you showing how people are using, what people are clicking on the site, or how people are using the site?
Yes. Well, you can see exactly from what pages they go into another page.
Oh, from one to the next.
Yeah. I mean, it works well when the user has not a lot of pages, so not over 20. So for weeks where they have only custom pages and not dynamic ones, it works well there.
And did you say 500 million websites on Wix, or that's the whole market?
That's the whole market. On Wix there are 80 million.
And so your hope is to get 500 million users and ultimately at $3.99 a month.
No. So the pricing will vary depending on the platform. So on Shopify, for instance, there's a totally different market on and how you can price it. Like we are charging users which maybe come to the dashboard once every 2 weeks, so it's not really a lot that they get.
I'm trying to get the market size. How big is it?
Around 500 million websites, roughly, if we integrate with a lot of platforms.
What about in dollars?
Well, I guess we can just multiply it. I don't know, could be several billions.
So it's like 20 billion dollars.
And are you raising money? What do you want to raise?
Yes, we are looking to raise around about 200K.
So at the beginning you said that certain details you don't get from Google Analytics because of privacy reasons. And then you said, but you can provide those details. How do you handle privacy if Google is not allowed to do that? How can you do that? So for instance, if you visit a page as an anonymous user and you are logged in Google, Google will know that you visited that page. But they cannot give the website owner that information specifically. In Shopify, for instance, they have a really extensive API, and you can really see what customers logged into that page. So when you make a purchase on a Shopify page, you are registered there, and we are able to interact with that API. So we assume that you are logged into that website, and then we can use this as a sales tool.
So it's this third-party issue that Google cannot give that information to you, but if you're logged in directly, you could handle it. Or
Yeah, exactly.
In terms of selling this through other platforms, you probably started right on the dollar with Wix because they have a very strong marketplace, and probably this is how you sell the product. But do you think you'll find something similar in the other platforms that you mentioned? Some of them, like Weebly,
We know that we would find. On Weebly, for instance, they just started their web market, so there's absolutely no competition in there, and that's why.
But there is no marketplace either. So
yeah, there is.
I know, but I'm saying it's a much smaller marketplace than what Wix is.
They have 30 million users, so I think it's still.
I'm not referring to the number of sites, to the marketplace itself. So just as an advice, you should actually judge it not by the number of sites that they. maintain, which is indeed 80, 90 million for Wix and probably 25, 30 million for Wiggly. But the marketplace that they have and how active it is in terms of generating sales.
Yeah, well, I think that it depends on how well we do on WordPress, because I think that that could really be a launching platform for us.
And with WordPress also as a caveat, it's a totally different platform. So you
I
need
know.
it might be a success, but you need to approach it in an even more different way.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Thank you.
Do you have a bounce rate? I mean, what I'm worried about is that my concern is that people will use this thing for free for a while, and then they go, oh, I get it, and then they'll go away. And maybe they'll come back when they absolutely need it, but then they'll go away again. So it doesn't become mission critical for the company. How do you make it so that they pay that $3.99 a month forever?
Well, we've only launched 6 months ago, but we currently have a retention of 85%, and I think that we can even improve this because we had some scaling problems. This is all that we've worked on ever since we launched this, and I think that after we also launch new features, I think that they will start. So I cannot answer that exactly, but what it looks right now, it seems okay. And most of them use Google Analytics in tandem as well, so it looks like they are using it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Visitor Analytics.